Big ass, how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right. Y'all see the title and y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all see who we're going to get into this good Monday evening. Happy Monday. Although it's almost over, and TMR is so sorry that I'm just not wishing you. But because I didn't get a chance to wish you a happy one, I hope you had a happy Monday. I hope everybody in the chat is feeling good and doing great. And if you're not feeling good and you're not doing great, in the words of Tabitha Brown, child, don't you go messing up somebody else's feeling good and doing great, okay? Just because you having a bad day, don't mean the people that you run into got to have one too, child. Just keep it going. Yeah, Miss G, you right about that, sis. Okay. So welcome, ladies. Welcome back to the break room. You know, so the last time we was over here in the break room, I had to collect my thoughts for a minute. Right. The last time, Miss Pearl, right, Melody and JB, we was over here in the break room, child. I think what was Olivia was over there drunk. She was drunk, celebrating that court was continued. Okay. And you know, it's been a lot of conversation about this lady and her court situation with her baby daddy / ex-husband and the kids that are involved in that fiasco over there. And you know, at this point, it's just like, okay, girl, I don't know about y'all, but I'd be too ashamed to have my business like that all over the internet, regardless if you being transparent or not, honey. I just, yeah, it couldn't be me. But you know, to each his own. And the last time we was down there over Jasmine's crib, sis got her some furniture. Okay. Not your big toe, sis. Oh Lord. Oh no, truck. I hope you feeling better, sis. Oh my God, truck. I hate to hear that, baby. I hope you get to feeling better, sis. Yikes. Same old speech she gives every month. I said, baby. But the last time we was down there over at Jasmine's, sis was showing us her new furniture. Jasmine is starting to open up more and more to the visuals of this house. That's your apartment house, whatever she's living in, townhouse house, this building. Let's just say that, because one thing we know, it's a building. Okay. She's starting to open up more of the visuals of what she's letting y'all see in videos. In her videos, she was, you know, pixelating things in the background, but obviously when you go live, you can't pixelate. And y'all, yesterday I took Sunday off because baby, I needed to rest and relax and rest and you know, rejuvenate myself. I hope you all were able to do the same. And so Jasmine, I guess she's a part of Vlogtober, and she's been putting up some live streams, okay? Not so much on the videos, but some live streams. And she had a conversation for us, y'all. I don't know. It was given Chrissy 2.0. It was given Chrissy. In the video to me, y'all know we said this for years. Jasmine likes to morph the personalities of the people that she looks up to. I don't care what she says or anybody else says. One thing's for true, one thing's for certain, two things for sure, baby. We all have peeped it a long time ago. Okay. Well, Jasmine is telling us now that she's getting older, and to realize that she don't have any, benefits like, sick time and 401ks and health insurance. And sis says she getting too old for that. Okay. She says she too grown to be walking around with no damn insurance. I said, not the same lady just last year was hoping that we get a stimmy check. Wasn't that last year when she was on here talking about we need more food stamps or something she was talking about? Yeah, I remember a lot of people weighed in on that conversation. Even people that's not even in this sector, honey, had to weigh in on that. Was that last? I think that, or was that earlier this year? I think that was last year. I don't remember. The girl say so damn much. So we're gonna get over there. We're gonna kind of peek in on a couple of videos. A lot of you guys, a couple of you guys came in my DMs over the weekend and asked me, did I see the video where it appears that there's a man or a voice a deep voice. Let me say that. A deep voice in Jasmine's background. I think it was the live where she said what happened or something like that. And I did go back and listen to it. I can't remember the timestamp. I meant to write the timestamp down, but I did not write it down. So I think I remember where it's at. But we if we get to it, we'll listen to it. I'm gonna just tell y'all, I don't think that was a man's voice. I believe if she was watching television, she said in the video or in the live stream that she was watching some movie called Evil something, some series. And it definitely sounded like it was the television in the background. That's what it sounded to me. Now, am I saying that Jasmine don't have somebody coming over there tiptoeing in the tulips with her? Um, no, I'm not gonna say that. Who is over there, child? I don't know. I don't, y'all. I have no idea who Jasmine could be over there spending time with. But she definitely stepped up her game or tried to step up her game on the furniture. So it's given that somebody, I'm just going to say she's trying to impress somebody. Because again, y'all, we have watched Jasmine for what? Damn near, I've watched her for almost 7 years now. And regardless if the furniture is rented or not, we know that Jasmine's had a chance to rent other furniture, and she's never gotten anything that in that look, right? And I know some of you guys said in the last live stream y'all didn't like it, and this, that, and the other, but y'all know Jasmine typically goes with the little doll furniture. Okay, she typically goes with that, so it was definitely something different for her. He said her girlfriend, the way she kept muting and moving the camera is suspicious. This is why I feel like there was nobody in their house but her and Legend. Because you could tell Legend was playing by himself. I would just assume if somebody was sitting in close proximity to Jasmine in that living area that she was sitting in, I would just assume at some point, if there was a person there, that they would have started playing with Legend, even if it was to keep him a little occupied so Jasmine could do her live stream. Just to, I'm just throwing something out there, y'all. I don't know if it was a guy in the background. Me personally, when I heard it, it sounded like the television to me. It really did. I didn't slow it down, speed it up. I just listened to it regular. I was in my car and I kind of turned the volume up, and it sounded like the television. It really did. It almost sounded like a scary movie to me. But I mean, let's be honest. Excuse me, y'all. She wants him to think she keeps a cute place. Well, he better not go watch some of them old videos of hers. I'm gonna just say that. You better not go watch some of them old videos. So we'll get into Jasmine and this situation she got going over there. And when I say situation with this whole job thing, she works from home, but the way she made it sound like she made it sound like she doesn't work full time. She works part time, but it's hybrid, which I I guess you can work part time hybrid, which but I don't know. It just didn't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, y'all. But we'll get into it. We'll try to figure it out. Sure it wasn't Lego's voice. Isn't he 27 years old now? Legos. Who's Lego's voice? I think there was a guy. Legend said, "You leaving or where are you going?" Jazz kept moving the camera around. I don't know. I don't. You know, Rose. I'm gonna be honest with you. If Jasmine does have a man over there, or a person of somebody she's liking on, because somebody did ask her was she single, and she said something like that. That was her response. Is Jasmine holding out, keeping her legs crossed, or not letting anybody into her? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. I would just assume that the lady is keeping time with somebody, okay? Because all of a sudden she's starting to care a little bit more about her appearance. Y'all know anytime Jasmine start caring about her appearance, somebody paying attention to her, you know. So that could definitely be. You said TMR, I can only imagine some of the inboxes you get, but it also makes me laugh. Look at things in a different way when I hear other people's perspectives. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If Jasmine got somebody, do I think somebody lives there with her? Mm, no, I don't. Do I think somebody's coming over there spending some nights? Yeah, I do. Who? Hello, no. Oh, I have no idea. Okay. Princess Turner says Jasmine does not have a job. If you listen around the 4-minute mark, she explains, just read between the lines. Okay. Well, Princess Turner, I'm gonna say this to you. When she did a video, I think it was today, with the get morning routine. I'm just thinking to myself, if you got a work at home job, what time do you start the damn job? 12 o'clock in the afternoon? Now, I'm not saying that there's not morning, afternoon, and evening shifts, but she makes it sound like almost like she make her own schedule. So I don't know. It just, her conversation is weird. My thing is this: if you have a job, sis, you could definitely talk about having a job without actually telling somebody where you work at. Okay, that's very easy. But Jasmine wants to live this situation that people don't know what she got going on. Like, the internet is just so engulfed with what she has going on. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all: if they didn't post, they just wouldn't post. I'm gonna bring you guys to a conversation real quick. So y'all know the video we did the other day about Peyton Marie Charles, showing the internet that she's pregnant with a set of twins, right? And so in that video that live stream the reaction video that I did to the news of Peyton, showing that she's pregnant with a set of twins, that video has almost 9,000 views on it. And there's a lot of conversation in that chat. If y'all get a chance, go check that video out. It has Jasmine and Peyton on the thumbnail. Just go look at the comments. There's a lot of chatter in the comments about Peyton's situation. But there was a comment the other day somebody left where they said, essentially they were saying something to the effect of, she doesn't see anything wrong with Peyton being pregnant in her 40s. the person that left the comment said that they're in their 40s and they're actually trying to conceive, but she said that she's doing it the natural conception, I believe she said in the chat, in the comment section. And then the person proceeded to say, I just wish people would learn how to mind their business. No, royal bloodline. Why would she try to strike me? Yeah, no, she didn't strike me. And so when I seen the comment, and I was like, why don't people learn how to mind their business? And I be thinking to myself, when people say stuff like that, especially on the internet, what the hell does that mean? First and foremost, oh, has she royal bloodline? Oh, okay. First and foremost, what I responded to the person was, as long as you have people. Oh no, this is what I said. I said, as long as the internet is a thing, and as long as people post what they got going on in their personal lives on the internet, minding your business will not exist. And I also said, hence, you are in these comments telling me about your plans of conceiving a child. And ma'am, I didn't ask you that. You volunteered that information. So you just right now put me in your business. So do you understand what I'm saying? Like, how do you tell someone, well, I wish people just mind their business? But since you just involved me in your business when you put in the chat that you're in your 40s and you're trying to conceive in natural conception, as if I needed to know any of that. First and foremost, girl, I don't even know. I'm just going to assume girl because pregnant women. Ma'am, I don't even know who you are. What do I need to know what you over there doing with your fallopian tubes? So when people say stuff like that, I just be thinking to myself, what does that mean? What you mean, mind your business? It's when you post stuff on the internet, you just made it everybody's business. And what people don't understand is these vloggers, these content creators want you to be in their business. Because guess what? Being in their business does what? Put money in their pockets. So that's what I've been saying all along when it comes to like a Olivia and a Jasmine and a Chrissy, and the list goes on. For the longest time, these girls made a living on telling us their business. And it's the internet. The one thing you want is people to interact with you. And how they interact is by watching the videos, gossiping, commenting, however you want to phrase. That's how you get the interaction. That's how you get people to share and know who you are. That's how that works. Hey, Isis. So, Peyton, here's the thing. Her being pregnant with a set of twins in her 40s, I told you guys my thoughts on it. Baby, I don't really got no thought on it. I mean, like, sis, one thing I can say is I'm just going to, again, this is this assumption. I'm just going to assume Peyton can afford to take care of those kids with a significant other or with the father of the children or not, right? What that woman chooses to do with her body is her business. I don't really care. Let's be honest. Even when Chrissy said that she was pregnant with baby number 10, when she was talking about being pregnant, or even when she came and showed us a pregnancy test, a lot of us were scratching our head. And I think the reason why a lot of us were scratching our head like, girl, why would you try to be pregnant with yet another child? was because, and this was before she quote unquote got married, because we was like, girl, we have watched you struggle with 9 children. If y'all remember correctly, what was that, last year, year before last, when Chrissy had the miscarriage, that was before she said she was married, right? So again, we were like, but in my mind, I'm like, at the end of the day, we're going to talk about it because what? She posted it on the internet. So because she posted it on the internet, it made it up for public consumption. And so we all weighed in on our thoughts. But at the end of the day, our thoughts of her being pregnant, Chrissy or Peyton or any of these women, hell, Jasmine can come on here tomorrow and say she pregnant. Y'all, let's be honest. At the end of the day, that's their business. But once you put it on the internet, you just made it everybody's business. So we're going to get into Olivia first. She did a live today saying that she wants to, let's address this once and for all. And, here's the thing with this Olivia situation and her always coming chastising the internet, telling people what they should and should not consume. And almost, I think she said the money that reaction channels make is dirty money. I never understood why these ladies got so into what we were doing when it was our, and I'm gonna use the word air quotation. It was our job to be into their business, because they do what? They put it on the internet and we do what? We react to it. I feel like it all went wrong when Jasmine, Chrissy, and Olivia, all alike, started being more consumed with what the reaction videos were saying versus their own content. It's almost like they became obsessed. That's how the Mamiana crew situation started. That's how it all started, y'all. And over time, Chrissy fell off with reacting to reaction videos. She kind of just fell on off of it. Jasmine doesn't do it nowhere near as much as she used to. Olivia literally is the only one that's still, I don't know, stuck on a reaction video. You would have thought after all these years, after all the subscribers she has gained, hitting 100,000, making money off the internet, regardless if we all know she's monetized, but again, making money, you would have thought that this girl would have been surpassed the thought of a reaction video. Now, in her mind, she feels like people are too invested, like they're calling probation officers and whatever she says is going on. But let's be honest, Olivia gaslit a lot of those situations. Like she will provoke you to do stuff like, or calling CPS and all that stuff. She provokes that. In my opinion, she provokes that, because there are plenty of people on the internet that get reaction videos and don't, and some of it happens to some of them, and some of it doesn't happen to. And then there are plenty of women on the internet that lives on the internet that don't get a reaction video at all. Like, these ladies thrived off the drama and Olivia talks about the drama, but they got off on it. That's how their channels grew. Let's be honest. That's how my reaction channel grew, off their drama. And we discussed it. What's December the 9th, you guys? When she goes back to court, you talking about Olivia? Well, Royal Bloodline, I would have to disagree with that because there are a lot of channels with hundreds of thousands of subs and they don't get hundreds of thousands. Essentially, just because your channel says 100,000 doesn't mean you're supposed to get 100,000 views. I mean, the reality is a lot of times people just subscribe for one particular video, or you can't really judge it off of that. Now, if she had 100,000 and she was getting 2,000 views, then you would have a valid point. But she could get in the upwards of 20, 30,000 views. Maybe even 40,000 sometimes. It just depends. Here lately, she's been getting lower than that. But, I don't know. My 12-year-old niece speaks like tuna. No idea how to budget clean dress. You said that's how they get their views because the reactors gives them traction. Nobody would even know who they were. I feel like some of what you're saying is right, Donna. I'm not gonna take ownership into Olivia reaching 100,000 or Jasmine reaching 60,000 or Chrissy reaching 200,000. I feel like my reaction videos had somewhat to do with it, but I mean, obviously, they themselves are the reason why their channels are like they are because it's their content, right? And I'm just gonna be honest with it. But let's get into Olivia real quick because I don't want to be on here too long. We already been on here almost 30 minutes, and I know it's getting late, and I want to make sure you guys get the gist of what I'm talking about. But she can't even 20, 50 people for her private IG. Well, no, because like I've said many times before, Black and Bougie, what would ever be the purpose to pay Olivia for content that she feels like is exclusive when if you just wait long enough, she'll come to the internet and give it to you for free. She does it every time. So I think over time, a lot of people have just picked up on that. They was like, shit, we'll just stall her out because she'll get so bored or she'll just be so anxious to tell somebody what's going on. And she'll just come to the internet and tell it for free. So why pay her for? And again, over the years, we don't know what's real, what's not real. All we know is she opens up her mouth and words come out. Literally, it's really up to you if you want to decipher what's real, what's not real. Like I said, the whole Gerard and her messing around again, to me, that just, it don't make, I mean, like, hey, that could be as well too. But in my mind, if she was sleeping with Gerard this year, did you benefit from that? And we're not even going to talk about the monetary gain because let's be honest, she didn't gain much. But wouldn't have been the whole reason to sleep with that man would have been to get some type of resolution to the situation with you, him, and those kids? Y'all can't hear me? How am I going in and out? Hold on, y'all. Oh, you can hear me now? Oh, okay. So that's my thing. Like, I never understood why she never gave any, like, what was the what wouldn't have been the benefit to get a real resolution for sleeping with that man would be the benefit of the children, unless the situation is far beyond Gerard's reach. Because let's be honest, Well, I guess Gerard could go down there and say, yeah, look, let's just drop the child support. I mean, shit, Jasmine was able to get the child support reduced on Philip. So how come, if Jasmine could do it with Philip, I would think Gerard could do it with her. So again, if you were sleeping with that man, wouldn't that been one of the main things you would have tried to accomplish? So am I still going in and out, you guys? Let me know before I continue on. Oh, did it? Okay. All right, so let's get into this reaction video. I hope I have time for Jasmine.
Makes me sad. I didn't get to have that motherly figure in relationship. I'm sorry, Mariah. I'm sorry, baby. But if you're a mom, Mariah, I know you're there for your babies. Salutation from the West Hollywood, California. Good afternoon to you, ma'am. Thank you, Simon. Good afternoon to you. A traumatic brain injury, Lynn. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate it. Yes, and it's just you being a great mom and holding the house down with them beautiful kids. Thank you, Esha. Yeah. Hey, boss lady. Hey, Miss Sassy. I feel you. Please don't think I was being rude when I said that. No. I don't think you were being rude, Ariana. If I thought you were throwing shade, I would have blocked you. I don't think that at all. No, you didn't come off as rude or anything. But I wanted to address that because I know, I don't know why I'm such a mystery to some people, but because I think I'm just regular and I think it's just regular stuff. People have moods and phases and expressions and emotions, and maybe I understand that more because I am a Cancer. I feel people, literally I can feel your energy. But yeah, I don't have no problem clearing that up. But we got 100 likes. Thank you, guys. Good. I know sometimes it's hard to tell intentions over chat. No problem. Okay, so listen. I didn't want to address this ever because it doesn't matter, but let me say this, you guys. I have been on this platform for, I don't know, I would say 2018 strong, since 2018. So what is that, 7 years? And I've done a lot. I said a lot. And it just is what it is. And I know whatever I've done and said has led me to this moment here on social media. And I'm proud to be where I'm at. I love doing social media. It's a passion of mine, so I keep doing it, right? But doing social media can get difficult because there's a lot of weird people on social media, okay? And over the years, I've addressed the weirdos, I've addressed the trolls, the haters, the whatever. And in my eyes, it didn't do anything but give crazy people platforms. And, it kind of it wasn't for anything, no benefit for me. So it's learning this, I've tried to do it less, but at the same time, I'm still doing it because it's irritating. You know what I mean? I'm a human and things get on my nerves. You know what I mean? But after this live, I'm not going to do this anymore. I just want to clear up some things. And after we clear up some things, I'm not speaking on this anymore because I don't care to. a lot of things changed when my kids were taken from me. A lot of things, like on social media. I'm talking about social media. You know, it turned into, it was like me and my ex on my platform, and then it turned into him against me, okay? Or me against him versus me, okay?
So pause. So is that the internet's fault? That essentially people, in a sense, pitted you and Gerard against each other. Let's be honest. Who started that? Didn't she start that? She started the division because she wanted everybody empathy and sympathy for what she was going through. And Olivia never liked the fact that the internet sided more with Gerard than they did her. Olivia cannot understand, after all of these years, why the internet does not like her. Well, let's say this sector, the same sector that she says that she wants to go far, far away from and never leaves, is the same internet can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. The same internet that she never understood why nobody really rode for her, in a sense. And I'm gonna say this. I think I've said this a million times. So now this will be the 1,000,001 time that I've said this. People never really like, there was no fight. All we seen was this girl flying from Florida to Texas. We didn't really see any strategy, vlogs of her going to the attorney's office. We didn't see any of that. And I don't know about y'all, but for me, I was sitting up here scratching my head like, girl, this all you got? Now, again, I understand you was pregnant, but big belly and barely can breathe and all. I would have put up far more fight. Y'all remember one of the biggest things she told us is she didn't have $400 for an attorney. In the same way she came to the internet back in August and rallied the people together to get her back to Texas, would have been the same stunt she could have pulled to get the money for an attorney. So I never understood that. But let's continue.
And I played into that for a while, and that's what I was going through, or whatever the case may be. But
right, Black and Bougie.
Okay, Kimberly. Bye, baby. Don't even worry about it, babe. You can watch, but now you don't have the privilege to comment. And let me turn on subscriber mode only. Hold on, guys.
I agree, Chloe.
It doesn't really matter, you guys. You guys can hate me if you want to. If it makes you feel better to hate me, then hate me, girl. And it doesn't matter, but you're not going to comment in my stuff. And I will continue to come on here, and I will continue to say what I want to say and do what I want to do and be the main topic of conversation and all of the things. This is not that. This is just clearing up some things, okay? Since I went through what I went through with my children, it's like my spot has been trying to be like taken over, and I'm confident in who I am and my position, you know? But I'm not going to lie and say that it was always easy or I was always in this place of confidence. No, because sometimes when you go through a lot of heartbreaking, traumatic stuff, you just go through a lot. You know, trauma is trauma. But standing here today, a 35-year-old woman, I'm very confident in who I am and my position as my children's mother. The 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 stuff that I deal with in real life when it comes to my ex will stay off of social media. But going forward, this whole thing that people try to play with me online about my kids and my ex and everything, let me tell you guys something. At one point, I don't want to say that. Let me just say this. Shit got really weird. Okay. Extremely weird. And it's still weird, but it doesn't have anything to do with me anymore. Like, I took myself completely out of the realm of weird shit. Okay. So people talking, people have made so many lies, made up so many lies about me on social media. You guys, I've heard the most craziest things. People literally get on here to discredit and defame my character. And it's sick. And that's why those people will always just be commentators on the internet talking about Olivia. You will never go anywhere in your life. You will never do anything big, major. You'll never have real motion without my name. And that's just what it is.
So my question is, if she feels that way about commentary channels, specifically in this mommy community, what does that say for her? Let's be honest. What motion does she really have? Like, what big sponsorship has she? Again, she's the blogger who never vlogs, who goes live all the time. What big sponsorships is she promoting? Hell, even commentary channels, a lot of them have sponsorships. Let me tell y'all something about me. I don't really care about that. And this may sound weird to you guys. I don't care about none. I don't care about those sponsorships. Yeah, I turn them down all the time. I literally just want to get on here, do my commentary, get my check, go on about my business. You know why? Because the internet is not my life. It's a way that I make money. And that may sound weird to some of you guys, but that's why I've never really branched off and did a whole bunch of things when it comes to this internet thing. Because, baby, I'm just here for a good time, not a long time. So the way here's the thing. The internet is her life, literally, because she puts it on the internet. And I'm going to just put it to you like this. If I was putting all my business out here on the internet, the business I want you to know, and even the business I don't want you to know, oh, you best to be damn for sure. It will be benefiting me in every way possible. Like, if she was really that girl, let's be honest, the girls don't have to get on here and tell stories to get money. We just talked about Peyton Marie Charles, and she's pregnant with a set of twins. I guarantee you, Peyton is not going to have to come on here with a stunt to get stuff for the nursery. Yeah, she's not going to have to do that. You know why? Because over the years, she's managed to make the internet work for her, not against her. Olivia has made the internet work. Yes, she had a little come up back in August, right? Yeah, but that's not something that she can do every month. She can't sustain that every month. What, you gonna be homeless, pregnant with 2 kids, living in your car every month? But what will sustain her and make her far going is continuous content of again showing growth. And I'm gonna keep it 129 because I don't give a damn. The girl has showed no growth. And the only thing that's grown on her was her belly with them 2 pregnancies. That's it. The fact that she's back at the internet once again giving the same speech that she gives at least once or twice a year. It's redundant at this point. My thing is, if you care nothing about the internet, if you care nothing about what people say about you, and again, it's the internet. You cannot orchestrate what people say about you. Like you have no control over that. Once you put it out there, baby, people can run east, west, north to south with the story. You can't control which direction that story goes. The fact that she's always trying to control the narrative that she puts out here is insane to me. Because once you put it out here, like essentially, you really don't got no control over it.
Period, point blank. You block your own blessings, because I've heard so many crazy things, and people come at me and question me about these things, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like the things that I hear, like if I like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, and these people never met. And drop in the chat, what are some of the crazy things you guys have heard? Let me tell you something super crazy that I heard the other day. Somebody said that this is the stuff that they make up, okay? And you're a liar. Okay, you're a liar, you're a weirdo, and this is why you sit where you sit today.
And so here's the thing with what she says are lies. People make up stuff. But over the years, what has she done? She has came out here with some. Do y'all remember a couple years ago when she said Kaylani's dad was in town and she showed us a ring cam footage of the police coming to the door because she said Kaylani's dad acted a fool when he found out she had apartments in his name, and come to find out it was a footage that did not belong to her situation. It came from the UK and some type of raid or rave or whatever you call it. That was a blatant lie. That ring, the video didn't even, it had nothing to do with her, but she put it up to act as if it had something to do with her. But then she gets mad when the internet goes further with the lie or even make up their own lies, which again, it's her life. She can do what she wants to, but if you do it, why can't others join in? If you want people to take you seriously, then be serious.
Let me just say that. I don't care. But to get on social media and make up lies, disgusting lies, and then try to say you have some type of integrity, and then to try to come up in here and preach the gospel is sickening. And that's why I say a lot of these devils are in sheep clothing. And it's just, it is what it is. And it'd be the biggest ones. You can call me whatever you want to call me. I'm real. Okay, I'm real. I'm transparent with y'all for the most part. I let y'all in. You guys are free to judge me. I don't care.
She said she's transparent with y'all for the most part. She must be talking about that Florida situation last month.
Here, judge me all you want. The only judgment that matters is God's. Who are you to judge me? Like, what makes you think that you're better than somebody else? You're not. You're not. Nobody is. But the thing with me is I'm not ashamed of my truth. I stand in my truth. But for somebody to come on here, like, what are some, like I said, what are some of the lies that you guys heard? Because I've heard the most craziest lies. Like, did you guys know that supposedly my mom has custody of AJ, right? And I gave her custody in California. And why I gave her custody is because when AJ was a baby, I threw him against the wall and I hurt him. Like, what? You just...
Nah, I hadn't heard that. Did y'all hear that? No, that, yeah. I mean, shit. Oh, I mean, so you saying that didn't happen?
Can just come online and lie about that. My sister was giving somebody on the internet information. You just come on here and lie about that. My mom was on drugs. You just come on here and lie about that. But like I said, I'm not here to try to debunk any of the lies. I don't care what you guys think. I don't care what you guys think. I mean, you guys can think whatever you want. But my whole thing is, I'm saying this to say, this is why God will not bless you. Okay. And
so wait. So now she knows what God blesses and what he doesn't bless. How she know God is actually blessing her? Because let's be honest, the devil could be blessing you in resemblance of looking like it's a God blessing. Like this lady, it's like Olivia, hush. Girl, just do what you do. Like, I'm not saying that she can't give her opinion, but that's been the problem with these ladies. Y'all are the content create, the vlogger channels. Did nobody ask y'all? No, nobody like allow the people to do the reactions, and y'all just do what y'all do over there. Like I never understood why they couldn't just stay over there.
This is some crazy lunatic lady who has been obsessed with me for years. And it's not even just one. It's one, and then it's all these other weirdos talking about me and my courts and my baby daddy. You guys can talk about my ex-husband all you guys want. That man has no access to me. The lady he's married to has no.
She doesn't want anybody talking about her courts, or she thinks it's weird when people discuss her courts, but yet she put up a GoFundMe for an attorney for the courts. Like, how so, Sway? How do you feel like you don't want anybody discussing your court situation, but yet you came to the internet to ask people to help you with an attorney for said court?
Access to me. So you guys discussing our situation, discussing me as a mother, discussing my custody situation, I don't care anymore. It's not a button. It's not a trigger. I don't care. Yes, I do have 50-50 custody. My kids primarily live with him. But guess what? I'm still their mother, and I will always be their mother. And they love me, and they know who I am, and they respect me, and they give me the love. And that's all that matters. I don't know why it's so important to the internet, but my ex and his wife are the least of my worries. Okay. They are so irrelevant, and y'all thinking that anybody gets tea from them. Okay. That's cute. That really has nothing to do with me because I'm not associated to those people, and those people even speaking on me is weird. And if you don't see that, you're weird and whatever, like, especially with everything that's gone on between me and that man.
Olivia, Sean said if you had 50-50, then you wouldn't be paying child support. But hey, y'all, this her story, Sean. Now go on and hush, sis, because she'll say you're telling a lie on her.
It's just it's a done deal. Like, that shit is over and done with. And I don't care what type of, the only tea anybody can get from them is my relationship, like my, I don't know, like talking about me and my kids situation, like what we go through in this situation that we're going through. Like, it's very, very weird.
I don't understand why she thinks it's so weird when there are plenty of people over there on TikTok, like the Resilient Jenkins and just a host of other moms, and there are people weighing in their thoughts and opinions. Kane and a host of other people over there on TikTok and other social media platforms that people be like, did y'all see this? Like, there are so many women and men that sit on TikTok and tell their stories that didn't nobody ask for, but yet they wanted to tell the world. I guess that's that transparency thing. And people do commentary on it. Olivia's no different than it's just her content is more long form than the TikTok content. But this is the same woman that went over there and started a series about Marion Gerard, or why she married, or whatever that series that she was trying to do, that Risa Teese thing. Y'all remember that? This the same woman. Like, you get mad because YouTube is discussing you, but you went over to TikTok to stream up brand new people to discuss you. Okay, girl. Like, this girl, you're talking about weirdo. In my opinion, she is definitely in the weirdo category.
It's very weird. And these same people that hate me so much and think that I'm so below them.
Really, Aaliyah?
they discuss me all day long and they think they know so much. If you guys know so much, what's going on for real? You guys come on here and you guys lie about everything. And you guys they're about my tea and my business. You guys are all slow. You guys are all stupid. You guys are all losers. All of you. All of you who listen to it, who partake in it, you guys are all stupid. You guys all sit around and talk about stupid shit. Well, what the person come in here and say?
But sis, we're talking about the stupid shit that you put on the internet. So stupid is as stupid does at this point. Like, if we stupid for listening, you stupid for talking.
I was sucking up a guy and my son walked in the room. Oh, really? Oh, where'd you get that information? From a fucking liar?
Okay, but what we do know now, I don't know nothing about you sucking up a guy and your son walked in the room, baby. I don't know nothing about that. But what I do know, okay, girl, what I do know, and a lot of y'all in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if y'all know it too. Do y'all remember? When she was on this internet about 3-4 years ago, acting as if she was giving Zolo fellatio on a live stream? Now, I don't know nothing about you giving somebody some more fellatio and little AJ walked in, but I don't know nothing about that. Is there a video somewhere that you put on private? I don't know nothing about that. But what I do know, and I saw that with my own eyes, now that ain't a lie. And let's be honest, if you do it once and did it on the internet, I mean, sis, 2, 3, 4 more times is capable.
A liar who's obsessed with me and can't make $1 without my name in her dusty ass, crooked ass, nasty mouth. Like, and then you look at some of the people who talk about me. Nikki. Like, somebody calling me broke, but you rock braids every day because you can't afford a nice wig. Right. You rock dusty braids, not even done by the Africans, bitch. You sit in your bathroom and do your dusty, lumpy, bumpy braids. And then you got your BBs all over the place. You can't even slick them motherfuckers down. And you're dusty in the face. And you're like, we could go on for days. Like, girl, everybody needs to leave me alone.
This is the same woman that was sitting on the internet about 2 weeks ago talking about how long her ex-husband penis is. And if it got a crook or something, a hook, a crook or something. Now, again, I guess that was being transparent. But let's be honest. Who is respecting a woman that is sitting up there talking about, it's not even that it's your man anymore. It's your ex-man and the way his penis is shaped. No, really. Like, we're not acting like prudes. Like, I mean, we all know what a penis look like. Okay, so we're not acting up here like, oh my God, did she say the word penis? We're not acting like that because all of us over here are grown. But think about it, y'all. You having that conversation on a live platform. Tacky much?
I am literally living my best life. And let me also say this. People really wanted me to get locked up. They were counting on that. And it didn't happen. Like I said, the more y'all weirdos pray on my downfall, the more God blesses me. And he will continue. The era of me and my ex is over. The tea is dried up. Unless you want to hear, oh, she called her kids today. Unless you guys are over there cackling and talking about how I talked to my kids today and what my kids said to me, you're fucking weirdos. I don't know why the fuck you want to know that. But girl, if that's the tea that...
Sis, we don't care nothing about you talking to your kids on the phone. At the end of the day, you should be talking to them on the phone. Let's be honest, though, sis, you probably should have been talking to them on the phone this whole entire summer, and you did not. Okay, you told us that. Now that's not a lie, and if it's a lie, you told it. You said that you did not talk to your kids the whole summer. I think you said 2 months. I think that's what you said. You said that. Now, and we didn't even ask you that. You volunteered that information. See what I'm saying? Like, what is she? She be volunteering this information. Ain't nobody asked you that.
You supposedly have, or y'all are getting from my ex, that's only tea he can give you. But I don't even think he is, but who knows? Because he's a weirdo too, who's obsessed with me. So you guys are all weirdos, okay? And Liv is always the topic of conversation.
Wait, Gerard's obsessed with you. What y'all, if he obsessed with you, how come he ain't over there still trying to dig your back out? Now, a person that's obsessed can't leave you alone. And since you've been back in Texas, girl, that man, you haven't even smelled that man's walk-by scent. Y'all was at the courthouse, and the man didn't even, he didn't say hello, goodbye, dog, kiss my ass. He didn't say nothing. A person that's obsessed with you, every chance that they get, they will be trying to be in your face. This man takes no chances of being in your face, but yet he's obsessed with. Is he secretly obsessed? How so? Is he secretly? Because y'all know she did tell us he be calling her and hanging up.
And Liv is the main character. I will continue to be the main character, and that's okay. But to sit up here every day and to bash, like, you guys are all fucking dumb.
Wait, you said Gerard didn't come to court? Once again, y'all, I can only go based off what she says, because obviously I wasn't at the courthouse. So you say Marika Gerard did not come to court? Why he didn't come? Oh, because he didn't need to come, right? Because didn't this have something to do with the fact that she has been violating her probation with not paying child support? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really don't even know the T on that, okay? Because I'm just going based off what she said. And a couple of y'all done came in my DMs and told me little things or whatever. But y'all, it be so much with this lady. I can't keep up with all her ish.
Like, these people literally go back and forth about my business.
Tuna went to court for
you fucking losers.
Tuna versus the state.
You guys are all losers.
So yeah, well, you know what? That makes sense. So yeah, Gerard wouldn't need to show up. He just need to check to show up. Yeah, he don't need to show up to the courthouse. He need to check to show up in his bank account. Okay, Marika, that makes sense.
Who has the most tea on me? You bitches, none of you have tea on me. What was my court date? I told you guys my fucking court date, stupids.
Oh, okay, Marika.
Are we good? Like, is everyone cool? Like, I know I'm a bad bitch, but goddamn. And I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just saying, like, I know I'm that girl. Lord, but can you please leave me alone?
Okay, it had nothing to do with Gerard. Just her vibe.
Because coming online every day.
Girl, honey, look, wait, hold on. Y'all said it had strictly only thing to do with the fact that she's violated probation by not paying child support. That's literally all it had to do with. Now, obviously, the child support needs to be paid to Gerard, but Gerard didn't have to take off his good job with his good PTO and vacation time and sick time and benefits. Gerard said he didn't have to take off for that. Just like he didn't take off, well, he ended up having to take off to go pick them kids up when she couldn't pick them up when they were stranded at the school about a couple weeks back. Y'all remember that? When she went there to pick them up on a Friday instead of picking them up on Thursday. Y'all remember that? Because she was sitting at the house waiting for Gerard to meet her at the designated new spot. But Gerard was like, again, the obsessed man was like, nah, bump that. You better pick him up at that damn schoolhouse. Y'all remember that?
Guys, so you can get a check, whoever it is, even so you can get some views, so you can get some likes, whatever the case may be. Just knowing that you're fucking lying out your mouth, but you're praying to God the next minute. Bitch, what? Are you okay?
Who praying to?
Hey,
this girl mess.
Are you cool? I'm telling you, it be the ones that be preaching and preaching and preaching. And are you cool? You think that you're not, guys? You think? Anyway.
She got to be talking about a reaction channel, but she damn sure ain't gonna be talking about this one because, girl, I ain't over there praying for you. I'm praying for myself and my children and my family. Girl, I ain't stunting your ass.
Because it's all lies, and there's never any fucking receipts.
She did say that. She said Gerard had
my
on
sister
his
was talking to a reactor online. Where are the receipts? That was the biggest one. And it's funny because now that I do believe at one point my ex and his wife were most definitely bringing shit to the internet behind the scenes. Most definitely. They're weirdos. And we all know why he was doing it, because he's bitter. And that's all I'm going to say about him. I don't have nothing else to say about him.
I mean, duh, Olivia. How else with the footage when you pulled up in the jalopy SUV? You remember that when you had on them tight jeans? You that was a couple years ago. Remember the ring footage of you pulling up in front of Gerard house, and then the police pulled up when you was trying to get you cheering? Duh, sis. How else would that video had got out here?
Him, but
it was Gerard and Nisha's house.
He was just over here 5 months ago. Over here, like, you guys saw everything play out. Like, we're not dumb, we're not slow. Like, come on now. Like, and she hates me, and whatever the case may be, they can stay like that. Good for them. I know so much more, and I'm not even gonna say nothing. Just know that Liv is the topic always. Okay, people are obsessed, and it's not just on the internet. In my real life, people are obsessed with me. It's very weird.
Yeah, we heard how disabled vet gamer Bay was obsessed with you, child. He was trying to come over there and wipe your diarrhea booty cheeks. We heard him. Yeah, we heard. It was given, I don't know, homosexual season. I'm not gonna say obsessed, sis. I was, maybe he was a little comfortable over there because you let him play the game, scream, chastise the cheering, and eat up the victuals, and maybe that obsessed. Has he been over since? Now, if he's been over there since, then I still wouldn't get upset. I would give maybe you're easy or something. I'm not giving obsessed, because didn't he say you was easy? What did he say? Something about she was easy or something like that. I don't know. I don't think he was obsessed. Now, what about Prison Bay? Is he obsessed? Has he been over there yet? Is he giving obsessed? It's her saying people in her personal life are obsessed. My thing is this. This is the lady who sits in the house for 3 and 4 and 5 hours a day just talking about whatever, but yet everybody else is not sitting on live 3 and 4 and 5 hours of the day talking about her, but yet everybody else is obsessed and she's not. Does that make sense to y'all? I just never, I don't be under, and let's be honest, y'all, I'm not trying to really understand her rationale. It's just a reaction video. It's a conversation. It's literally what we've been doing for years with her, you know? But Olivia will not, this is, I guarantee, how much y'all want to bet? Y'all know 9 times out of 10, when TMR tell y'all something, I'm not wrong. How much you want to bet 5 years from now, this will be the same type of video with her? Maybe even be longer, because 5 years from now, her oldest child will be about 17. Those 2 younger children are still a ways from being 18 5 years from now. This lady literally going to be talking about this for the next 15 years. Isn't that unfortunate? Instead of focusing and channeling that energy into something completely different, this is what she does. Like I said, she did this video like she breaking up with the internet. And I never knew that we went together. Like, sis, when did we start going together? Like, girl, you can't break up with somebody that you've never been in a relationship with. You are not in a relationship with the internet, sis. You are the content. Nobody. Ooh, baby. When I tell you these people are something strange to me, it's like, sis, this the internet. What is the conversation? What is the point? You gonna say all this, and girl, they'll be up there tomorrow lying about you again. Ooh, I mean, at this point, you obviously don't care when you come with the same story every other day or every day.
This type of obsession people get with me, it's very, very weird, but it's all lies. And like I said, I ain't gotta say nothing. I said enough. Like, the fact that I get on here looking like this and bitches get on there looking like that, baby, I don't need to say nothing. God will do everything that God needs to do. Okay? I don't need to do nothing. Okay? I don't care what people turn around. And like I said, I don't care what you guys watch. Okay, I know that social media is a lot of it, not all of it, but a lot of it is fueled by negativity and drama. And viewers of people like to watch negative, dramatic videos about the people that they watch. I know a lot of you guys watch that bullshit.
Okay. What's your point? You produce said negative drama literally every day. Even the interaction with your children, especially them two youngest ones, how negative that can be and drama filled that can be. You produce that content every time you go live. So now people can't watch drama. Baby, there's people that watch the drama, talk about the drama, and move on with their everyday lives. Unfortunately for you, sis, you're stuck in the internet realm. There are a lot of people. You see what I'm saying? Like, it don't even make sense. Like, she makes no sense.
You guys have to watch that bullshit. I mean, a lot of you guys probably do. And that's cool. You guys can spend your time listening to all the bullshit lies about Olivia, pay for it, girl, stock it, look it up. Girl, do whatever you want to do. I don't hide shit. There's no reason to. I'm not ashamed of my life. I don't feel bad that I'm a baby mama and I got 3 baby daddies, 1 divorced. I don't feel bad about shit. Nothing. I'm proud of myself. I've come so far and I do so much, and I got so much motion. I have so much. I'm blessed and highly favored. Okay. And that's just that on that. So you guys are all dumb and slow. All of y'all. Okay. I don't, at this point, you guys are, and what you guys all have been doing is just, you guys just get together and talk shit about me. Cool. I mean, I guess I would talk shit about me too. I mean, especially if I looked like y'all, I probably would. Maybe. Because I never looked like that. So I don't know what that brings. Maybe that would bring pain and misery to my life. So I would have to get on here.
You know what? This lady, it's her always talking about somebody's looks. What does she really think she looks like? Like, girl, you're basic at best. Like, you're basic, sis. Let's be honest. What does she look like? What is she talking about? She always said she feels like that hurts somebody's feelings. Just because when you was 300 plus pounds and people talked about your weight and that effed with you doesn't mean that you effing with other people. Does she really think somebody give a damn about how she feels like they're perceiving their physical? Do, do, Girl, are you okay? Let me tell you something. I wish I would give a damn about what a heifer on the internet think about what I look like in the physical sense. As long as my man like it, you think I give a damn about? It'd be all the same if I walk past somebody in the grocery store and they'd be like, "Oh my God, she's not cute." The reality is, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So let me give y'all an example. What I think might look good, Zeta might just be like, sis. Me and my friends, we have different tastes. Like what they think is fine, what man they think is fine. I'm just kind of like, he all right. Or if I think he fine, my friend be like, he all right. Or yeah, he fine. You see what I'm saying? It's not, just because we friends don't mean we think alike. And we have the same, we're attracted to the same thing. So it's her sitting up here with, okay, if you perceive somebody to be what you feel is ugly or not attractive, Okay. She act like somebody effed up behind that. No, really, sis. She act like somebody. She is the one who be effed up. She was the one that was upset because people was calling her big tuna, whatever they was calling her, and were talking about her weight and all this. So now she thinks she done lost a couple pounds. The people ain't got nothing to say. No, sis. One thing for sure, two things for certain, girl. You could be a toothpick over there, and people still they'll start calling you an anorexic, and they'll say you too damn skinny and you look sick, or you look like you got the package. Like at the end of the day, girl, people just gonna talk to be talking, and it's her sitting around listening.
Talk about a bitch like me, because what it's giving is y'all are just so mad that a bitch like me keeps winning. That's what it gives. Like, god damn it, like after everything she's been through.
What did she mean win? What makes her win? How is she winning? What is winning? When you're forced to ride around in a car that you can't even take it from one side of town to the other because you think it's gonna stop on you. A chick that's winning would just go out and go get them a new car or whatever, because she says she got the money for a car. She's looking for a car. A chick that's, let's be honest, it ain't like you can only find a car on the weekend because you got to work Monday through Friday, so you only got Saturday to go look for a car. Girl, you don't work at all, so how come you can't leave the house every day going to look for a car? They got plenty of buy here, pay here's in the DFW area, sis. You got some money, you gonna get some keys. Like somebody that's winning, when they want something, they go get it. They ain't got to do scams telling people they homeless, pregnant with 2 kids living in that damn car to get some money. They go to the bank, pull it out, and go handle their business.
Still that girl. Yes, I am. And I will continue to be. Y'all didn't know? Y'all didn't get the memo? Because if I wasn't, bitches wouldn't be talking. Bitches wouldn't be checking. Bitches wouldn't be cackling and trying to make themselves feel better about their miserable lives and their ugly faces to get up on here and talk about me. And then thinking you're some hot shit because you have the most information about me. Bitch, you're not the hot shit. You're the biggest stalker. You're the biggest weirdo of them all. You think you're special because a loser like my ex talked to you? Ooh. He's an ex, babe. He doesn't have any more information about me. I'm sorry, guys. You guys can interview him.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you what we be winning as a mother. Having all 5 of your kids up under your roof, 365. Now that's winning. Winning is not having court looming over your head because you didn't pay said child support. That's winning. Now, she can hype herself up all she want. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me. She can hype herself up all she want to. But I would think as a mother, now that if I'm wrong, y'all correct me. As a mother, winning would be having all 5 of my kids going to school from my damn address. Winning would be able to communicate my kids with a regular cell phone and not no damn app. That's winning, in my opinion. Winning would be have some type of career, some type of focus in your life, not the focus to make sure you wake up in the morning and can go live all day long. To me, that would be winning. But that's only winning if you have that type of mindset. But if she feels like her current situation is winning for her, let's be honest, y'all. What we don't know what her goals are. Has she ever told us? No, because she's afraid to tell the world what she got going on because she thinks people be preying on her downfall. And I don't believe that. Well, let me say this. I'm not going to say that people can't or won't pray on your downfall. But I think the biggest reason why Olivia doesn't speak her goals, if any, out loud is because she doesn't have enough confidence in herself. Even with the losing the weight thing, and I'm not shunning her for using GLP-1s to lose weight. I'm not shunning her for that, but we know that she needed that in order to get the weight down because obviously she couldn't do it without it. So I personally feel like she doesn't really have enough confidence in herself to even put, because let's be honest, y'all, even after having five kids, 3 baby daddies, her last two, or she got 2 under the age of 3. All the money Olivia has touched since she's been on the internet, I think she said since like 2018. So about 7 years, 8 years almost. You would have thought she would be far more progressed in life than where she is. It's again, being in a position where she can make an endless amount of money. She did at one time attempt to have an eyelash business, but that's no longer. She attempted to go to school. That's no longer. She said she was going to be an esthetician or a tattoo artist. She got the equipment, but she ain't done nothing with it. She sits and tattoos on herself instead of going to school and learning how to tattoo on others. The biggest thing with Olivia, and like I said to y'all, I'm gonna bring this back around. Out of the 3 moms, Olivia, Chrissy, and Jasmine, Olivia, for some odd reason, is the one who continues to fight with the internet. I don't know why. Only she knows that. I don't know why she continues to. Chrissy and Jasmine, for the most part, have kind of surpassed that. They don't really, especially Jasmine's never really been confrontational with it. Chrissy was or has been at some point, but even she has moved past it. It's Olivia steady coming to the internet because you know why? Out of all 3 of them, Olivia, for some odd reason, never really understood why the internet didn't embrace her and her situation like like the internet has embraced Chrissy's situation, or maybe even some of Jasmine's situation. She never really understood why the internet, especially, and the biggest thing is when she lost custody of her kids. As women, she felt like the internet should have rallied behind her and did a whole protest against Gerard. But what Olivia fails to understand is leading up to Gerard getting custody of those kids, Olivia has said and done so much on this internet, in this community, that has really turned a lot of people stomach sour for her. When it got to the point that she needed people to rally around her, she had pushed the majority of them away. So there was nobody to rally around because she had pushed everybody away with her being obnoxious and her personality and the way she handles, confrontation and things of that nature. And another thing for me is she blames a lot of her situation with her and Gerard. Let me say this. Let me switch that up. She blames partial of the situation with her and Gerard. She blames it on the internet. As if the internet had anything to do with Gerard leaving her in Florida and deciding to go to Texas. At one point, he was asking for her and the kids to come. She didn't want to because if y'all remember, she had just got that rent to buy house. And she thought she could convince Gerard to stay in Florida. Gerard had got a little job in Florida. He just wasn't happy there because, again, Gerard is from Texas. And that's his roots. That's where he loves. He's a Texas boy. So that's where he wanted to be. He wanted to be with Olivia and those kids, but Olivia didn't want to leave. She wanted to stay in Florida. But look what ended up happening. Not only did she not stay in Florida, she left the rent to buy house behind, and she had several houses and apartments since then. But yes, she's mad at the internet for the decisions Gerard made. And she felt like because the internet sat around and talked about it, again, because she talked about it, she feels like a lot of us have something to do with the demise of her situation, when in reality, obviously, y'all, if you're a rational individual and if you got common sense, we didn't have anything. How the hell could we have anything to do with that? We weighed in our opinions, but let's be honest, y'all, our opinions don't even matter. It's Olivia thinking that our opinions matter when our opinions do not matter in her personal life. Even if she puts her personal life on the internet, what the hell we think about this lady should not matter to her, but it does. And that's why that Olivia is a person in her adolescent years that didn't get a lot of attention. She couldn't have. She couldn't have. Gerard was the most long-standing relationship she's ever possessed in her 35 years of living. Granted, she had 3 kids with him, but I don't think she really had like a man until she met Gerard. And even then, she couldn't handle him. And let's be honest, back then when she first got with Gerard, I mean, he should have been easy peasy to maintain. But even she didn't have the tools or the knowledge to handle that man.
Take him on a cruise, party with him, sleep me. Okay? Who's in my household is the people I love, who I can trust. Yeah. So
with love, she's not gonna show that diploma.
Anyway, babes. So yeah, this little hate train, this little trolling, and look. And then I say something and bitches take it out of context, or I mess up my words, or I got a lot of shit going on and I say the wrong thing, or I misspeak, or I say something, whatever, and you bitches all run with it. You guys think I would work with a delusional ass, crazy, dusty bitch on the internet who's been stalking me for the past 5, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years? You guys really think that? Okay. Well, you guys keep thinking that. You guys are all dumb. I don't care. Like, leave me alone. Like, keep me out of your delusional, crazy nonsense. Okay. I don't know why I'm the topic of y'all's conversation, because you guys could never sit with me. None of you dusty bitches on this internet. And I'm not talking about my supporters. I'm talking about the bitches who obsess about me. I don't.
She takes doing reaction videos as being obsessive. So I guess Babe with the T is obsessed. I guess Lovely T is obsessed. I guess Chronicle Speaks is obsessed. I guess what's that other lady that I watch sometimes? It's a whole bunch of so I guess all these commentary channels are obsessed with the content that they talk about. At the end of the day, sis, we're providing a service. And there are people who enjoy these reaction videos because I've found over the years, a lot of y'all can't even stomach to watch these ladies independently. You have to watch them through a reaction video. So that's where I come in at, right? And even me, like y'all know, I'm in spurts with it, right? The last time we was over here, it was that last week sometime when she was drunk and celebrating, getting court rescheduled or something to their effect. Oh boy.
How many whores, thoughts, sluts, baby daddies, whatever. You think I'm broke, but you have dusty ass, crusty, musty braids on your head.
Would you say she don't even go here?
Crooked yellow teeth. Big as hell. You're ugly. But I'm broke and I'm everything up under the... Okay. All right, girl. Okay. Like, okay. Who are you trying to convince? Like, I don't... Leave me alone. There comes a time where I just feel like we all need to grow up and move on. You know?
Says the person who literally has not grown up. Says the person who will not move on.
But okay. That's all I really wanted to
Hey,
say
friend.
because I keep getting all these emails and DMs about this stupid shit. Leave me alone. Like I said, I don't care how you guys spend your time. You guys want to spend your time gossiping about Olivia? Go ahead.
What stupid shit is she talking about, y'all? Is she talking about, which y'all keep putting in the chat, December the 9th, that people know she goes to court December? Now, I'm going to say this. She claims that, I did hear in this live that she claims that the court proceedings is now sealed. I don't know how true that is. Do you have to pay for stuff? Don't you have to pay for something like that? Or can you just request that? I mean, let's be honest. The courts don't do nothing for free. So if that is a thing, wouldn't you have to pay for that? So apparently she says now you can't find out what's going on with her in court because it's sealed. I don't know how true that is.
Don't bring it over here. Don't tell me about the nonsense. I don't care. When you are that girl, when you have real
Black and
motion and
bougie.
bitches have to ride your coattail in order to get views and engagement and whatever, I'm already used to this shit. This isn't the first crazy, ugly, dusty bitch, and it won't be the last. You understand? So just leave me out your bullshit. Like for real, for real. Leave me alone. I'm very happy with where I am today. Not the crusty, lumpy braids. Girl, it's nasty to look at, but want to, in the same sentence, call me nasty. Okay, girl. All right. Like, this is why I don't fight with delusional, ugly girls. I never have. This internet but it's weird on the internet because it's like in real life, if a bitch doesn't like you, she'll say something to you and she'll walk off. On the internet, it's like they constantly antagonize you, poke at you, because they want to be in your storyline so bad. Because if they're in your storyline, then they get motion off of you. They get some type of clout off of you. And I've given bitches so much clout, and I'm okay with it because it doesn't hinder me. It doesn't hinder me in any way. And if I feel like something that came from me, even if you turned it into a negative, disgusting, nasty thing where you get on the internet every day and talk down on me, if that made you some money to feed your kids or to help you out in some way, God will see that as me helping you out in some way, and I will be blessed.
Girl, you ain't helped nobody do nothing. YouTube is the one that's passing out the checks. Girl, the last time I checked, when I get my deposit every month, I ain't never seen your signature nowhere on that damn direct deposit statement. Girl, what the hell are you talking about? Just like she ain't seen my signature on hers. Girl, YouTube is passing the bless. Excuse me, Google is passing the blessings. Girl, you're blessed with the Google check too, ma'am. And just like you can be blessed with it, you can get unblessed with it. It's the people acting so confident that the check gonna keep rolling every month. When at any time something can happen, God forbid, can happen, and poof, it's gone just in a matter of moments. It's the confidence that it can't happen to you or won't happen to you. Oh my God.
Like I'm always blessed. I'm always. So see anybody down bad. It doesn't do nothing for me. Like I'm not bitter for real. Like I don't need to see bitches do bad to make myself feel better. If that was the case, I would be on here every day talking about bitches. But I don't need to do that. I could, but I don't need to, you know? Because I'm blessed and I'm happy. And even with everything I'm going through, I'm happy. You know, I have a lot going for myself. And I'm beautiful and I'm successful. And some people just can't get right, you know, can't get right. I wanted to come and say that because enough is enough. People are still consent.
You damn right. People gonna continue to do what they want to do, with you here, with you not here. Hell, if I'm here, I'm not here. Reaction videos are going to keep going till they don't want to go anymore. It's her condemning her audience for taking a peek at a reaction video. Like, ma'am, you don't control that. Oh my goodness. Here's the thing. You condemning the people for the same thing you doing. Child, you watch the reaction videos just as much as your audience does, if not more. Hence the reason why you know everything that's going on, because you're in attendance.
If that's what you guys choose to do, I don't care. Some people need to watch that shit to feel better about their lives. I understand that. I completely get it. Do whatever you need to do. Getting on the internet and laughing and talking about Olivia makes you feel better about your life or how you look or what you're going through, girl, then do whatever you got to do. But
So she thinks when people get up and discuss things that are going on the internet, she believes those people are miserable with their lives. Is that what she thinks? Sis, my reaction videos has nothing to do with being miserable. It has everything to do with the fact that over the years, just like you, I found a way to make money. And I ain't even got to leave my house to do it. Yep. And if I leave my house and do it, I can still make money because I'm what? Monetized. See, that's the problem. You got to separate the two. Olivia made it personal. This ain't never been personal for me and never will be. I wouldn't give a damn what goes on. Because if it ain't standing in my front door, baby, it ain't got shit to do with me. You hear me? Ain't got nothing to do with me. But if it ain't standing out there in that yard or standing down in that driveway, oh, baby, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Because just as well I cut this internet on, I can cut it off. And whatever's going on, the chatter, the conversations, baby, that's just what it's doing. I can't stop it and never have tried to. Let me tell y'all something. There's a thin line between love and hate. And one thing's for sure, two things certain. I've told you guys this before. I don't hate any of these people because in order to hate them, I would have to love them or have some type of feelings for them. I'm very, like, I have no feelings for these ladies. Why? It's a reaction video. No, really, y'all. But it's Olivia who have became too familiar, too comfortable. You know, it in my opinion, it's my job to get acquainted with what they got going on because that's how I'm able to relate the story to you all. I couldn't react on a video that I don't even know what I'm watching, or especially like in her situation, because she's been on here for so many years. That's why it's been hard for me to get into newer moms, y'all, because I would have to have been watching them for a while to get into them. Now, if it's just a video, somebody's doing a story on TikTok, to me that's kind of easier to do. But when you're doing like their situation, you literally have had to be in here for a while to be able to tell the story. That, to me, that's the only way it could be a good reaction. But that's why I've always kept it right here on this YouTube. I've never taken it off of this YouTube because it's not conducive for me, and the damn sure ain't conducive for y'all. And over here on this channel, not only have we talked about her, we've talked about an array of people. Hell, my biggest reaction video is on Sukiyana. And that was 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago. Y'all remember when Suki went viral for slobbing on Kill Bill, that dude she was dating at the time, slobbing on his knob and throwing up on it? Y'all remember that? Ooh, that was a mess. That's my biggest reaction video to date.
Females and people with real motion, real opportunity, real goals, real drive, real ambition, getting it on their own out here, off their own name and their own success and motion. We're going to continue to do what we do. Like I said, I'm not going to address this anymore, you guys. I've given people so much clout, and I'm not doing it anymore, especially as I keep going with my social media. Because it doesn't end. The shit don't stop. It's never going to stop until I want to stop, and I don't want to stop. Stop for what? I am good at this. I know I have a lot of trolls, a lot of haters who watch me. I know that, but I haven't even reached my peak yet. I have so much more to go. So much.
Well, girl, when you gonna reach your peak? Because hell, would you say you've been on here since 2018? It's going on 2026. When did how high is the peak? And how much further do you have to go up the peak before you get to the top? Cause damn, you going on 10 years. How's this shit? How big is this peak? Yeah, what Mount Everest peak? Is it Twin Peaks? I want to know how big the damn peak is. Cause you ain't made it there yet. And you going on 10 damn years, ma'am. Shit, you better tell somebody give you an illustration of that peak. You better use your damn GPS. Matter of fact, get your GPS out. And GPS, how long it's gonna take you to get up that peak from the point that you are now to the point of that peak. See how long it is, girl. Cause I don't know how much time you got. Shit, hell, ain't your kids getting older? And you are too. Where's the damn peak? And how big is it?
Much more people to find out who Olivia is, and I'm good at what I do. I'm talented at what I do. So that's what we're gonna do, you guys. We're gonna keep it moving. I just had to say that because people are such disgusting, deceiving liars.
Sis said she gonna keep it moving, but keep double backing. Hell, she apparently or allegedly she didn't even double back on Gerard. Not you gonna keep it moving, but you get steady keep double backing. She didn't double back on this conversation and other things in her life. Not you gonna keep moving and keep going back and forth, back and forth and forth, back and forth and forth. I love goes. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's Cameo. Back and forth and forth. Put a one in the chat if y'all know about Cameo, honey. Hey, I love goes.
And it grosses me out. At least with me, I'm real. And like I said, I don't need to fake it to make it. Okay? The hell, never have. I come on here and I be me, and people are interested. Whether you hate me or you love me, you're interested. You feel me? I keep the people interested. That's the difference. Yeah, I keep other people's audiences interested. I pay bills, not just my own. A lot of bitches on this internet. So why don't you say thank you?
There she go again. Talk about she paying bills. She said she paying hers. And other people on this. Well, sis, let me tell you something. You done missed a couple of mine. Because shit, I still got two sitting over here on this desk that ain't been paid yet. Can you run over here and get these two damn bills while you paying them? And you left the two biggest ones. Girl, double back your ass over here and pick up these damn two bills I got. Since you paying bills and all. Talk about she paying her bills and other folks' bills. Girl. Oh my God. Baby, that's why I just keeks and I cackle. And I go about my business. You hear me? I keeks and I cackle, honey. This heifer said she paying her bills and the internet bills. Well, hell, you done left these two right here. I got two more to go. And they still sitting here. I'm trying to do I'm working some shit. The way my bank account's set up. I got these two right here. Can you come get these? Since you paying bills and all.
And keep it moving. And y'all all arguing and tussling about my business. Bitch, all y'all sound stupid. Because none of y'all have nothing. Nothing. You guys don't know nothing. Nothing. You guys can't even get shit from the courts anymore because the case is sealed. You guys didn't even know I went to court for real. You guys are so stupid because this shit is sealed. You guys fucked your own selves over out of my business. Now you guys got to get up on here and make shit up. Girl, bye. All y'all stupid. All y'all. People have called my probation officer. Y'all really did the most to try to see a bitch fall. The most. Remember, y'all?
Girl, wait, they didn't call the PO on your ass? Not they called the PO.
Y'all were trying to get me kicked out of the last place I lived, and look how God blessed me. God blessed me with money raining down on me, honey. I got back home. I got my shit straight. Don't y'all see?
Did y'all hear what she just said? Did y'all catch that? Y'all didn't catch that, did y'all? Let me throw it back to you. We're going to do like Olivia. We're going to double back.
Arguing and tussling about my business. Bitch, all y'all sound stupid. Because ain't none of y'all have nothing. Nothing. You guys don't know nothing. Nothing.
Olivia,
you guys can't even get shit from the courts anymore because the case is sealed. You guys didn't even know I went to court for real. You guys are so stupid because this shit is sealed. You guys fucked your own selves over out of my business. Now you guys got to get up on here and make shit up. Girl, bye. All y'all stupid. All y'all. People have called my probation officer. Y'all really did the most to try to see a bitch fall.
Wait, hold on. She said they sealed. What, you got the Epstein files over there? Not Trump ain't releasing. So you rubbing elbows with Trump, Leah. But we know you MAGA down over there, girl. So you rubbing elbows with Trump. Trump done sealed your paperwork like he did the Epstein file. Girl, stop. Not they sealed.
The most. Remember, y'all were trying to get me kicked out of the last place I lived, and look how God blessed me. God.
Did y'all hear what she just said? She said, y'all try to get me kicked out of the last place. She said, y'all tried to get me kicked out. Didn't she tell us that she was put out? She said, y'all try to get me kicked out. And look how God blessed me with money to get back home. Thank you, Miss Journey. She always slipping up on something, Mrs. Yellowhawk. Always. Y'all try to get me kicked out of the last place I lived at. Well, then you came on here in the dark, in the car with the children in the back seat and suitcases in the trunk and told us your ass was homeless. This is how we know when you was showing up at them hotels, you only did that because the internet kept checking your ass on it. So you were already making an abundance of money. So you said, well, shit, I might as well pay into this. I got enough to do it. She went from homeless, sitting at the park in the rain, to the next thing you know, she at the damn mall every day eating at the court, the food court, and getting random hotels just to do 2-3 hour videos in.
Bless me with money raining down on me, honey. I got back home. I got my shit straight.
I guess with the roommate.
Don't y'all see? Every single time y'all go against me, God blesses me to the fullest. That's the power of God. And that's why I'm not going to sit up here and keep going back and forth and dragging and talking about how y'all look. And I'm not.
She said she's not going to keep going back and forth and doing that. And she sat up here for an hour doing it. And has done it many times before. Girl, at this point, leave God out of it. Child, it was just your lucky day. It's like going to the casino, sis. You sat at the right damn machine. It's like walking into the casino. Child, you don't know what machine gonna hit, right? You just so happen to sit at the right one that day. And that's what happened with that internet. You rode a wave. You caught a wave and honey, you surfboarded. Okay? That's what you did. Libby, we gone with your blessings. Bye, girl. Oh, Lord have mercy. Baby, I done said this many times before. I don't know who sits and have a conversation with her. Baby, she wears me out. You hear me, girl? She just be running. Olivia sounds like a spoiled Bra- Olivia, I told y'all this before. You can definitely tell she's a woman now that as a child, as an adolescent growing up, she never was reprimanded for nothing that she did. And she doesn't like that the internet reprimands her. She hates it because she's never been reprimanded before. Anytime you can make the decision not to go back to school in the 8th grade, 9th grade, whatever damn grade you was in, because I want to go find that video, baby. I just ain't never took the time. I want to go find that video I did when that girl said that she dropped out of school in the 8th damn grade. I want to find that video, but child, I got 1,000+ videos. It child ain't no telling. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not gonna go look for it. It ain't even that important. My memory serves me well, so that's all I need. And that just always stuck to me because I had, up until listening to her, I had never heard a female say they quit school in 8th grade. I've never heard that. I was like, well, oh, who let you do that? So you can just tell that she's a person who's never. So that's what in a sense. I'm not saying the internet literally whips her, but I'm just saying in a sense the internet chastises her, and she's not used to that. Olivia is used to having her way and getting her way to a certain extent, and the internet put up resistance to that for the most part. A lot of things that she has said and done on the internet, yeah, especially in the 90s, Mrs. Boss. A lot of things she has said and done on the internet has been like, eh. You know how when your child was little, and most of us back in the day had them little glass tables, and the baby was learning how to walk. You know how the baby crawl up on the hold on the table, walk around the table, and they go to touch something on the table. And what you do? You be, that's what the internet has done to her. And she ain't never, she wasn't that child. She was the type of child when she was learning how to walk, her peoples let her walk around the table and knock everything. It could be a whole plate of food. They let her knock the damn plate of food off on the floor, and all they said, Livy, stop. She didn't get her little leg tap. She didn't get her little hand tap. She don't know nothing about that. You could just tell by the way she acts on this internet. You could just tell that. And so now Olivia has broken up with the internet yet again. Yeah, bodacious. And she doesn't like it. You know, she's mad. She's involving herself in situations once again that don't have anything to do with her. I never understood that about her, but she does that a lot. Stop trying to right her wrongs. You said stop trying to right her wrongs. Oh, Stella trying to right her wrongs. Um, I just I seen I don't know if it was this chat, or it was maybe it was this chat. Stella said it probably was this chat. I don't remember, but I seen Stella had typed because she didn't made it back to the comment section. Y'all remember when she was homeless in Florida a few months ago? Baby, we didn't see Stella. Child, we was about to put Bolo out on Stella. We didn't know where the hell that lady was at. Hey, Renee. Stella says she can't wait to come see her grandkids, all of them. She emphasized the word all, okay? And I'm thinking to myself, well, why would you emphasize all? Because aren't all Olivia children your grandchildren? That was weird. Like, what you emphasizing all? All you got to say is grandchildren, and we would just assume you mean all 5 of her kids. I just didn't understand that. So real quick, y'all, we don't have time for Jasmine commentary, so we're gonna pull it back tomorrow. And you know what? That'll probably give me a little more time to go pull up the exact video. The exact video or the timestamps that I want to focus on in Jasmine's live, because y'all know Jasmine, she couldn't carry a beat if they put it in her hand and gave her the trombone with the mouthpiece. Like, sis, her conversation be like, yikes. But I want to ask you guys a real quick question. I don't know if you guys heard this story yet, and I probably should have talked about this at the beginning of the live, but it's just, I saw it today, and it's just been on I didn't know anything about the story until I ran across the video today in my feed. Let me see. I watched this channel called I Am Not a Lawyer. I became familiar with her channel during the Young Thug trial. I think her name is Melody or Melanie, and she is really, really good. I really like her. But she brought a story. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay. She brought a story. Um, hold on, y'all. Let me try to find it real quick. Here it is. All right. It was let me show it to you guys real quick cuz I don't know if you guys heard about this story. I believe the young man, yes, he was from Louisiana. His name is Kyron Lacey. He's a football player. And he was involved in a car crash last year. And um one of the occupants of the vehicle was unalived in the accident, and he was blamed for the accident. Well, he unfortunately took his life recently, and he had an attorney who it came out in the last couple of days that the events of the accident, based off the lawyer's his attorney's findings, that Kyron was not guilty of the man who lost his life in that accident. So this story is so sad. Baby, when I tell you Melanie's video is about it's about 20 minutes. And the name of her channel is I Am Not a Lawyer. Please go watch her video, you guys. Not only that, she's a really good commentator when she gives her reactions to certain legal situations that's going on. But up until I saw Melanie's video, I hadn't heard about this story. They definitely did lie on that young man. I was gonna say little boy, on that young man, and because of the guilt of what he was accused of, he ended up taking his life. But what's so awesome is his attorney. His attorney is fighting for this boy tooth and nail because he promised him that, and he said he's not going to rest till his truth is out here. I believe so too, Miss Journey, because apparently he was a beast on that football field. But they tried to say that he caused that accident, and come to find out, he was definitely not the cause of the accident. It was a lady that was driving another car that was involved in the accident. Baby, the fight. I want y'all to go see this video. Go watch it. Oh my God, it will touch your heart. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was in tears. I was in tears towards the end of the video. It was about 24 minutes long. I was literally in tears. It was so sad. So sad. So the draft was coming up. Wow, Sean. Yeah, that cover girl. Go take a look at it. You said, I'm glad people who set him up weren't being exposed. That baby didn't deserve that. No, he did not. He did not deserve that at all. You was too, Miss Journey. Oh my God. Oh, it just touched my, just thinking about it now, y'all bringing tears to my eyes because it was so sad. Beautiful future in front of him. And he apparently, they tried to, like, he did like a hit and run, but he had already passed the accident up when the accident happened. So he definitely wasn't. I Am Not a Lawyer, but it's the name of the channel. Thank you so much, you girl Pearl. Thank you so much for putting that in there. But y'all make sure y'all go and check out her video. Check out some of her other commentary. If you like trial commentary. Like I said, I got tuned in with her when she was doing the Young Thug trial. She came in, midways in with the Young Thug trial, and she did a really good job. So and I've watched some other commentary on some trials that I was interested in, and I just wanted to get her take on it. And she's a mom. She's a mom as well. She's married. She has a couple children. I don't know how many, but I heard her mention she has a couple children. Very nice lady. His mom singing "I Will Always Love You" at his funeral was so sad. Okay, I didn't see that. Oh my god. Yeah, go watch it, Nisha, because it's very interesting. You know, did I see the Miss Universe story? I think I heard about that, Zeta. I think I did hear about that. I don't think I got into it, but I think I did see it. But I'll go check it out because you mentioned it. I lost my brother to USI. I can't watch it, but I read a bit and my heart literally hurt. Oh, Maja, I'm so sorry to hear that, sis. My condolences to you, baby. I didn't mean to trigger you in any way. I'm so sorry. Um, but I just wanted you guys to take a look at that. I watched the Hurricane Katrina documentary on Netflix last weekend, and that broke my heart. Oh yeah, that Hurricane Katrina. Woo! I'm gonna have to go take a look at that documentary because when that Hurricane Katrina situation was going on, baby, I was glued to it. I was glued to it. Yeah, Black and Bougie. Well, I'm sorry, you guys. Didn't mean to trigger you guys, but I just, if you're interested, if you had heard about it and you want a full breakdown, um, Melanie definitely gives it to you. Okay. I haven't heard about this, but I would check it out. Sounds really sad. Yeah, it is. It was interesting because, like I said, I had seen it, but then I hadn't really, and I clicked on it because I was like, oh, I remember seeing this young man's name, and then that's when I found out he had took his life. So, all right, you guys, that's my time, honey. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Um, I'm 90s trying to say he was trying to pass 4 cars at once. The car swerved because they thought he was going to hit them head on. That's why he was blamed for the accident. Technically, his action led to the accident. Well, I'm 90s finesse. Excuse me, I was say. Is it finesse or finesse? I'm 90s finesse. Um, just go take a look at the video, you guys. And 90s, if that's your opinion, based off what I saw and what the lawyer was able to present, I kind of disagree. But we can agree to disagree. All right. All right, y'all. That's my time. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. We'll come back tomorrow with the Jasmine commentary. I'll be able to be more precise on the time points. I also want to get into Keontae, y'all. Keontae went and got him a job, okay? So Keontae went and got him a job. So we need to check in with Keontae. We definitely need to check in with Tanae too. So I want to check in with them as well. All right, you guys. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.